Hey, what's up you guys? It's Ari. Welcome back to my channel, or if you are new here, hello and welcome to the channel. Today I wanted to do a video idea that I came up with a while ago and recently just decided, you know what? Let's just do it now. So I'm going to be telling you guys my favorite songs from A to Z. For every letter of the alphabet, my favorite songs. I just thought this would be fun to kind of like recommend some music to you guys and kind of bond over like if we like the same music. We could talk about that in the comments. I will also be putting the two runners up for each letter on the screen because I feel like a lot of these were really hard choices. So without further ado, let's get into it. A is Avalanche by Bring Me The Horizon. This is one of the songs that like made me fall in love with Bring Me The Horizon. The first song I heard from them was Drown, and I got really attached to that song, and I listened to the rest of That's the Spirit and then just like gripped on to Avalanche so tightly. I think that the lyrics of this song very greatly explains the way that I feel many times, and so that's why I have such a deep connection to it. I also love the instrumentals. I love the, I don't know how to do it, like the dun 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 dun, that thing. I love that thing. I don't know why, it gives me brain tingles. B is Better Off Dead by Sleeping with Sirens. Again, this one, all-time favorite, okay? This is the song that had me discover and fall in love with Sleeping with Sirens, and then from them I went to like Pierce the Veil, and then I just spiraled into emo music and scene music. But I love Better Off Dead. A friend recommended that song to me when I was 13 years old because that's when my mental health spiraled very quickly, and I really related to this song on many levels, and I still do, and this song just means a lot to me. Because the lyrics, I feel as if it could be written about myself, you know what I mean? And it's, I would love one day to like perform this song if I could figure out how to sing better. Like perform this song on stage and like kind of just share that energy and that connection with the crowd of like the emotion of this song and like the experience that it describes. Also, I thought Kellin Quinn was a girl when I heard this song. And then I watched the music video and I was like, yeah, it's a girl. My friend was like, that's a boy. And I was like, no, it's not. It's literally a girl. And she was like, it's a boy. And I did not believe her at first, which is kind of ironic because C is Candy by Machine Gun Kelly. Guys, Machine Gun Kelly is kind of a dumbass. I like his music, and you can fight me about it if you don't. Actually, don't fight me about it. Just don't listen to it if you don't like it. I'm sure you listen to music that I absolutely hate, but I'm not gonna attack you for it, so don't attack me. Understood? Understood. Anyways, I really like this song, not only because it's vibey, but I feel like, again, I envision a lot of things for myself with music. So for example, I would love to do a cover of the song Candy, but what I think would be really cool would be to make a music video to this song, and then at every like chorus, verse, every time it switches into a new section of the song, I would want the video to focus on like the fun and glorified part of having addiction. This song is about addiction, if you didn't know. Candy is drugs. But like the fun, glorified, like party side of addiction where, you know, like rich rappers and all of that will be like, I smoke weed, I do coke, and like everyone accepts that and like thinks that it's really cool that they do that, and just like party culture. But then as it switches to the next chorus or verse, to have it be about like really about addiction and like how it rips apart your relationships and your physical health and just like all of that. I think it would be cool to like show both perspectives of drug use in a video for that song, because the chorus is kind of like upbeat, but then the verses are kind of sad. D is Die For The Hype by Yungblud. Honestly, this song is just a vibe, you know what? Because it's not like a depressing, sad vibe. It's an upbeat vibe, but it's like, I want to die. And that's basically me, except for I'm actually not usually upbeat. I'm usually really negative. But anyway, I just like that song, and there wasn't a lot of songs that started with D that I liked that much, so I chose that one. E is Everything Is Changing by Johnnie Guilbert. If you guys don't listen to Johnnie Guilbert, wake up and start listening to Johnnie Guilbert, especially if you call yourself emo or scene. That's not gatekeeping, it's a recommendation. But this song, Everything Is Changing, it's off of my favorite Johnnie Guilbert album, which is I Could Sleep Here, I Could Die Here. And it's very calming. It's on my playlist that I have for when I'm having a panic attack that I can listen to. I always forget because I'm having a panic attack and I can't think about anything other than the panic attack, so I don't really know why the playlist exists. But it is a very calming song while also saying, you know, everything is changing. It's kind of just, it helps me find peace in the chaos of life. because he is talking about like everything is changing, everything around me, and it feels chaotic, but it's such a calming like piano and just nice song. F is Face Down by the red Jumpsuit Apparatus, obviously, because I can't even explain every time I hear that song, my whole body just like, I can feel the blood pumping in my whole body. My whole body gets warm and I just want to like scream it. I'm a survivor, and this song, I just cry sometimes, and I just listen to this song and I just yell the words in my car because it's too real, man. It's too real. It's too real and it's too good. It's so well done. I love every single thing about it. I can't think of one negative thing about the entire song. Face Down by the red Jumpsuit Apparatus. Probably one of the best songs of all time in my personal opinion. G is Good Riddance by Green Day. Good Riddance is the actual name of the song that most people just call Time of Your Life. This song has a really special meaning to me because one of my exes, she was really great at music and she played so many instruments, and so she used to play the guitar and I would sing. And because I have a similar vocal range to Billie Joe Armstrong, we would do a lot of Green Day because it was just easy for me to sing. And so I would sing this song and she would play the guitar, and it's something that we worked on for a while because we eventually wanted to record it for YouTube and we never did. Then after we broke up, I spent a very long time getting over that, and it wasn't because I still like loved her or even wanted to be with her, because we really did need to break up, but just, you know, mourning that relationship and like still loving her as a human being. This song brought me a lot of peace, not only because of that connection that I had to her with this song, but the lyrics saying, you know what, like, I hope you had the time of your life. It wasn't an angry breakup, it was just kind of sad that things in life weren't gonna work out for us to be together, right? And so this song, it just brought me a lot of peace of saying like another turning point, like just basically saying life threw some stuff at us and this is where it ends. But I hope you had a good time. I hope it was good while it lasted. H is Half Naked and Almost Famous by Machine Gun Kelly. I just like this song. This song just gives me the vibes of my future. When I listen to this song, I just imagine me in the future being a full-time YouTuber, having friends, like, I don't know, half naked and almost famous. The important part of it is the almost famous. It just gives me the vibes of like being a YouTuber and trying to make that my goal, you know, trying to be famous, trying to make this my job. And so I don't know, it's just a vibe that I like. I is I Think I'm Okay by Yungblud and Machine Gun Kelly. I promise this whole list isn't just Machine Gun Kelly. I promise. There are many bands on here, many emo and scene bands, many metalcore bands. We're just doing Machine Gun Kelly for a second at the beginning. I always say that if my life was turned into a movie or a TV show, this would be the soundtrack. This would be the theme song. Not only do I love both Machine Gun Kelly's part and Youngblood's part in this song, I love both of their voices. Yungblud goes a little bit high, which annoys me because it's hard for me to sing along to, but it's still very nice sounding. Also, I'm pretty sure Travis Barker worked on this with them, which is cool. But the lyrics, once again, very relatable to me, very relatable to my life, and I kind of just like the title of I Think I'm Okay, because when you struggle with the type of things that they struggle with and write about and that I struggle with, sometimes you don't know. Sometimes you're not like, yeah, I'm okay. Sometimes you're like, I think I'm okay. I think it's gonna be okay. But you're just not quite sure yet. J is Join the Club by Bring Me The Horizon. Why? Because it's a great song. I just love that song, dude. I particularly love the bit where he's basically just spouting out like BS phrases that psychiatrists like to use, where he's screaming and he's like, have you been skipping meals? How does that make you feel? That part, my favorite part. The mental health system can be great. I've used the mental health system a lot. It's important to have, but it can also be completely and utterly useless and stupid. And so that's what that song's basically about. K is Kick Me by Sleeping with Sirens. And you'll see on the screen that King for a Day was my runner-up. The only reason that King for a Day isn't my favorite is because I had these two songs. I had Kick Me and I had King for a Day. And I was obsessed with both of them when I first became emo. And then I got so obsessed with King for a Day that I listened to it so many times. And I forgot about Kick Me. And recently I've rediscovered Kick Me. And so now I'm obsessing over Kick Me more than I'm obsessing over King for a Day. I just love Kick Me, dude. I love the music video. I have the shirt, the Kick Me, the red Kick Me shirt. I do have that. I should have worn it for this video. I don't know where it is. I love the message in that song, and I love the music video. I love how they brought in so many different kids and people of all different backgrounds and fans. Oh, dude, imagine that you get to go and be a part of that music video. That would be so cool. To be, oh, they should have invited me. I was probably like 10 when they made that video, but still. L is Let You Go by Machine Gun Kelly. This one has a good reason for liking it, okay? It's not just because Machine Gun Kelly's hot. I was a joke, by the way. I actually like Machine Gun Kelly's music. He's also hot sometimes. Other times he's kind of derpy. Not the point of the video. Let You Go is another song. I really struggle with letting people go in my life, even after years and years. Dude, I still get mad about my friend from 6th grade. I graduated like 2 years ago, and I haven't been to school since. And my 6th grade best friend, you know what? She was rude. She ruined that friendship, and that sucks, and I'm not over it. So Let You Go is kind of a song that just makes me take a deep breath and just say, oh, oh, she said you need to let me go. And I just need to be like, yes, let go of these people. Stop obsessing over things that happened in 6th grade. M, I'm gonna get blasted off the internet for this. M is a cover of Misery Business. I have nothing else to say on the topic of this letter of the alphabet. Please don't hurt me. N is Not Everything Will Be Okay by Your Brand New Obsession. So Jake Bateman, formerly known as Your Brand New Obsession, he changed his name and his branding to be his real name instead of his like old YouTube name that he created when he was 16. So this song is by Jake Bateman, but it was released under Your Brand New Obsession, and those two artists are separate on Spotify. I like this song. It's another song that I just feel like is it speaks about reality. Yo, my camera's like freaking crooked right now. I of course do like songs that make me feel like everything is gonna be okay. Like that's great. I need that sometimes. But at the same time, it's like the toxic positivity thing. When you're like really, really low and someone's like, it's gonna be fine, everything's gonna be okay, you want to like punch him in the face. So I kind of like this song because it just speaks about real world problems, saying, you know what, not everything is gonna be okay, and that's okay. O is Over Again by Mike Shinoda. For those of you that don't know, Mike Shinoda is one of the singers from Linkin Park, and he wrote an album called Post-Traumatic after the death of Chester Bennington. It's a really good album, and most of the songs are about the aftermath of Chester Bennington passing away and just the whole situation itself, hence it being called Post-Traumatic. I can imagine that was extremely traumatic for him. Basically in this song, the line that hits the hardest for me is the chorus, where he says, sometimes you don't say goodbye once, you say goodbye over and over and over again. And there's a specific group of people in my life who have left me and then come back to me and then left me and come back and kind of just toyed with my emotions and kind of ripped me into pieces a couple times. And so I just like this song because even though he is saying that, you know, Chester is gone and that he had to say goodbye, but then things remind him of Chester and he feels like needs to say goodbye again. For me, I physically have to say goodbye to the same people / person over and over again because I keep trusting them and then they leave again and I have to say goodbye. Also just with BPD, like I do feel like I get abandoned or left a lot, and I don't know if that's in my head or if I actually do just get abandoned a lot, but that's another reason I like this song, is because I do feel like I have to say goodbye over and over and over again to people in my life. P is Point of View. It's POV is the name of the song, but Point of View is what it stands for. And that is by Fever 333. Fever 333 is amazing. It's people of color. It reminds me of Rage Against the Machine. It's real. I love the Fever 333. If you like Rage Against the Machine, or if you like punk music in general, if you care about Black Lives Matter, and if you care about gun violence, hit up Fever 333 on Spotify. This sounds like an ad. It's not an ad. If any of these bands would like to sponsor me, feel free to email me. But yeah, basically he just screams in this song, which I like, and it has a good message about the way society is. So it's like mood. For Q, I could not find any songs that I know that's wrote with a Q. So I decided for the letters that I didn't have any songs, I would just do a song that the title starts with a number. since I have a bunch of those. So for Q, I chose 11 Minutes by Yungblud and Halsey. This is a song that holds deep meaning for myself because of a situation that happened to me. I probably shouldn't get into it anyways. I was in the hospital and somebody who I cared about very much was literally less than 11 minutes away, and they never came to see me and we don't talk anymore. So that was just like really sad because I was in the hospital for 3 months and didn't get a visit, and they were less than 11 minutes away. I'm kind of salty about it if you can't tell. But yeah, so in this song where she's like, I'm 11 minutes away, so why aren't you here? Yeah, I used to listen to that song and cry actually when I was in the hospital. It's kind of depressing. Anyways, R is Runaway by Lil Peep, but also by Hair Jordan. I personally don't listen to Lil Peep, but I do listen to Hair Jordan, and Hair Jordan did an acoustic cover of Runaway by Lil Peep. And homies, I did run away earlier in the year. Some of you know that. I was homeless for 3 months. And Hair Jordan has spoken on his channel publicly before about him being homeless. So first of all, I already love Hair Jordan because we're both YouTubers and we both have been homeless and he's been able to make it big. So I'm like trying to follow in his footsteps. But then also I just love the lyrics of this song, and I tried to listen to the original one and I just didn't like the vocal style or the instrumentals. Like I definitely preferred Hair Jordan's version, but credit to Lil Peep because he did write the song. But just the lyrics about running away, and specifically the lyric, I ran away from my mama, that is why I left my house and decided to be homeless instead of living there. So relatable. This video is like me explaining my traumas to you guys, because all these songs I'm like, I like this song because I relate to it because, and there's like some really sad story. S is Self-Esteem by The Offspring. I have been on a kick lately with The Offspring and I just like this song. I don't know why, I just do. I just like the vibe, I like the vocals, I like this style of music. It's not a style of music I listened to that much because I just went straight for like the Sleeping with Sirens, Black Veil Brides thing, and then I went straight into the like Beartooth and like I Prevail thing, and I breezed over this type of music, and so I'm just getting back into it lately. T is The Kids Aren't Alright by The Offspring. I like this song a lot because it does remind me of my neighborhood growing up and like the kids on my neighborhood, all the kids on the whole damn street. Like I do remember them all, and we were close. We were like a family, bro. The kids on my street, because there's only a couple of us. We would ride bikes and like all this stuff. It was so great. So it reminds me of that, but then it also reminds me of we're adults now. Not all of us, lots of them are still in high school, and I graduated early. So I've been an adult for a little longer than actually every kid on my street because I was the oldest. Regardless, we are growing up and I am now an adult, and you know, the stuff he talks about in that song, he's right, bro. Adulthood is BS. I always said when I grow up, everyone always tells me that when I grow up I'm gonna wish I was a kid again, but I'm not. I'm excited to be an adult and I won't think that. It'll be different for me. It's not different for me, guys. I want to be 17 again so bad, dude. My bills, rent is so expensive. Anyways, I like that song because yeah, being an adult sucks, and that's what that song is about, how growing up changes people. U is Unwind by Johnnie Guilbert. This is also off of I Could Sleep Here, I Could Die Here. I really like the instrumentals in the chorus and like the pre-chorus of this song. I just think that they're very pretty, and it's kind of an upbeat vibe, but without being like super cheery. I don't know how to explain it. It's like it's upbeat and bright, but it's not like cheery and happy. And this is another one where the lyrics are pretty sad regardless of how the instrumentals are sounding. It's just another mental illness kind of mood, you know, to be singing along to this upbeat thing, but you're actually saying, I don't deserve anyone, don't deserve anyone. Like, can you tell I was a fan of 21 Pilots when I was younger? Because bro, 21 Pilots fans are always like, this music, it sounds so upbeat, but the lyrics are so dark. And that's exactly how I was when I was 13, and I regret nothing. I was the biggest Top stan, dude, and I regret zero things. I saw them in concert. It was great. I sobbed my eyes out. It was good. It was good. I don't listen to them that much anymore, and it kind of breaks my heart because they were my whole life at one point. But V is another one that I did not have a V one for, so I used numbers, and I chose 1312, and I'm realizing now that I don't know who this song is about. I found this song, I'm pretty sure, through TikTok during the whole Black Lives Matter situation, which I was heavily involved in. Not heavily compared to others, but heavily compared to everybody that I know. That made it sound like I like orchestrated the entire movement. I didn't, but I don't really know anyone who did literally anything. and I did a couple things. So I had a fundraiser. Some of you guys have merch from the fundraiser that we did for Black Lives Matter. That was fun. Anyways, 1312, it's by the Casualties. That's who it's by. It's basically just them screaming 1312, ACAB, 1312. So, you know, it was vibes for that time, and it's still vibes. W is World War III by Machine Gun Kelly. This isn't really a full song. It's like a minute long, if that. But it reminds me of my mom, and it's just kind of a... Sometimes, dude, you just want to listen to music that's senseless. Like, that song, man, I could probably sing the whole thing for you right now because it's so short. But I just like it because not only is it relatable, but it's also kind of a throwaway song, you know? It's not a full-length song. It's not, like, super high production quality. It's just, like, he had some thoughts in his head, and he just wanted to yell them out for a second and be done with it. And that's how I feel sometimes. And sometimes I don't have the attention span to listen to a whole song. I just don't. I just do not have that. So I like that song. I like the part where he says, at least make it look good while you're lying to me. God damn it, I'm trying to find inner peace, but it's World War III. Like, I feel like he just sounds so exasperated at that part. Like, I'm trying to find inner peace, but it's World War III with you all the time. You're always trying to make everything dramatic. I don't know. That's just how I see it, and I just think it's funny. X, again, I didn't have a song that started with an X, so I just did 18 by, I don't know how to pronounce the name of this band. If you know how to pronounce this, is it Anarbor? Anarbor? Yep. I'm pretty sure this is named after a city, so if you know how to pronounce that word, please comment. This is a song that I found on Musical.ly. When Musical.ly was a thing, should I do a video reacting to my Musical.lys? Because they're pretty bad. Anyways, though, I found this on Musical.ly, and it was just the beginning part, or no, it was just the chorus. I had all these videos saved of these trans guys because I used Musical.ly basically as like my transgender like app, if that makes sense, because it was one of the few apps I was allowed to have. I wasn't allowed to have Instagram or anything, and I was closeted at the time as transgender, and so I would just follow every trans guy that I could see. And so I had like a bunch of emo trans kids on my Musical.ly that were like, so if you want to piss off your parents, date me to scare them, show them you're all grown up. I don't know what like the dance thing, the Musical.ly dance was to it, but I just loved it, and I thought it was funny. Like, I unironically thought it was so good. And then I got older and I found it, I think, on YouTube, and I was like, bro, I know this song. Why is Youth by Icy Stars? I'm a little confused about this because when I was living in the hospital, more information about that, I'll put a card and a link if you're wondering why I lived in a hospital for so long. But anyway, while I lived there, my roommate was playing music. Yes, I had a roommate in the hospital. It's complicated. But my roommate was playing music, and I was like, I love this song. And I looked at it, and it was like a completely different artist and a completely different cover art, but it was identical. Like, it wasn't even a cover. It was the same song. So I'm kind of confused. But the version that I know exists is by Icy Stars, and it's called Youth. And the reason I chose it was because it was the only song that started with a Y. And Z, also the only song that started with a Z, but I do like this song. This song is Zone, again by Hair Jordan. He has started releasing music again. It took a while, not gonna lie. Took a while, Chris. You took a while. Like, Chris watches my videos. Like, I'm on first name basis with Hair Jordan. I'm not. But yeah, it was the only song that started with Z, but I probably would have chosen it unless there was like some kind of like classic emo anthem that started with the Z, because Zone is a good song. And you should listen to Hair Jordan's new music. My outro, the end of every video, that is Hair Jordan. So if you like that, it's kind of a crunkcore vibe. Alright, that is it for this video. I was really excited to like share my music taste with you guys, and now I feel like I probably just got you all to hate me because I realized that was a lot of Machine Gun Kelly. You gotta understand, guys, I'm autistic. Machine Gun Kelly's one of my special interests. It's one of the strongest special interests that I've had in a while. So I just like, it's like one of the few things that gives me serotonin is Machine Gun Kelly's music. And I've been a fan of him since I was 14 years old. And I really bonded with him, not with him personally, but with his music when I was younger because of crazy and terrible things that happened in my life. And like, that was the music that I had to get me through it. So it's like, I know that you guys might hate Machine Gun Kelly, and that's fine. If I look at it from like an outside perspective, I can see why you would hate him. Like, I get it. It's kind of like Ronnie Radke. Like, I can see why people hate Ronnie Radke. Completely understandable. I personally like Ronnie Radke. Sometimes he's a dumbass, but so is Machine Gun Kelly. So anyway, the point of me saying that is just that like, we all have different music tastes, and I'm sure y'all listen to music that I would rather die than listen to. But you know what? It's your music taste, so you get to choose it. I want you all to pick a random letter of the alphabet and tell me your favorite song from that letter of the alphabet in the comments down below. And if I also know that song or like that song, I'll heart your comment. If you want to know more about my music taste, I actually do reactions to new songs, new music videos, and albums by bands. I've done Bring Me The Horizon, Black Veil Brides. Who else have I done? Melanie Martinez I did. I've done Johnnie Guilbert. I have some JoJo Siwa ones, but don't watch that because it's kind of embarrassing. But yeah, I'll leave those videos linked at the end of this video and down in the description if you want to, you know, get more into my music taste, figure out that stuff, or if you just like those bands and you want to see my reactions to their new stuff. And of course, if you want to be kept up to date on who's releasing stuff and my reactions to it, feel free to hit the subscribe button. As I'm filming this, I'm like 9 away from 2,000 subs, but I keep like getting like 4 subs and like losing 5 subs, and it's been happening all day and it's making me mad. So if you want to subscribe and don't unsubscribe, that would be great. And of course, if you made it to the end of the video, I assume that you liked it. If you didn't like it, I don't know why you watched the whole thing. Please go watch something that makes you happy. But if you did like it and you're still here, make sure to hit the thumbs up so that I know that you like it and then I can make more content that you like. I love you guys so much, and that is all I have for today. Today I have a mohawk. I didn't do the back of it because I realized that I would like hit the wall if I did the back of it, but like it is partially a mohawk. Also, okay, quick story time, y'all. There's a band called Artwork, and I found them in Alt Press magazine when I was like 13 or 14, okay? And I became obsessed with them. And the lead vocalist, his name is Sky Verdone, and I used to tell everyone he was my husband because I was in middle school, okay? It was cringy, but I was in middle school, so it's okay to be cringy. But I would always be like, ah, he's my husband, because he was so hot, and I thought he was so hot. And he just is, for the record, he is. And I was just obsessed with Artwork, with their music. I was obsessed with Sky Verdone. People would be like, what's your type? Like, who do you have a crush on? And I would just Google him and put it on images and like show them. Well, I was at work today and I had 3 minutes left on my shift. And I was like, ugh, I just want to leave right now. I don't want to have to stand here and do nothing for 3 minutes. And then I see this girl pushing a wheelchair. And inside the wheelchair is literally Sky Verdone. And I was like, that's literally Sky. That's literally Sky. That is literally Sky right here in front of my store. I was so nervous. And then they like kind of came up to the counter but then like didn't. And I was like, it's now or never. And I like went up to him and I was like, dude, I'm obsessed with your music. And he's like, oh, and like, yeah. Then we had a conversation and it was cool. I don't know. It was just really cool. I met Sky Verdone and he's so nice, you guys. He's so nice. I've been playing with the squishy the entire time that I've been doing this video. I have all my squishies over here because I like did a video. Look, here they are. I did like the stress toy like fidget collection video. This has bite marks on it. Did my dog try to eat this or did I try to eat it? Anyways, if you want to see that video, I'll also link it down below. It didn't really get that many views, but my general audience is older than the age of liking squishies, so, but I know a couple kids that are sub to me and I wanted to make a little video for them. Okay, so I got distracted, but this is the end of the video, so I love you. And please name one thing you are proud of yourself for today before you click out of this video. That's my assignment to you. I'm acting so cringe. I'm stuttering. And I'll see you guys next week with another video. Peace out. Bye.